and I, we never show emotions, we just keep it down, down inside. Yeah, you and I, both longing for expression for the things we like, but we stay quiet. Hold me now, tell me things, tell me all about how you feel. Just let yourself go. Say it loud, wake the world on the other side, make it real. Just let yourself go, just let go. Ooh, just let go. Oh yeah, just let go. Ooh, just let go. Just let yourself go. Let yourself be and you. We're holding back each other in the things we do. It's all so blue. Yeah, what if we could grow just like the flowers through the concrete? Just you and me. Hold me now, tell me things, tell me all about how you feel. Just let yourself go. Say it loud, wake the world on the other side, make it real. Just let yourself go, just let go. Ooh, just let go. Oh yeah, just let go. Ooh, just let go. Just let yourself go. Let yourself be and you. We're holding back each other.
Welcome to Live Tarot Readings. We're on the Tarot Oracle Show.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
So I do the readings and, that's what I do. So there's tarot. There's tarot here. I mean, that's what happens sometimes. Sometimes you have to get some tarot down. And YouTube User is the first one out of the gate. What is going on, YouTube User? Good to see you. Appreciate that. All right. Let's see what is going on with that good stuff and how that goes. 2 seconds. Let's see. When this and that and save. Okay, we're good. Okay, YouTube User, question below with a heart. Question below with a heart. YouTube User wants to know, was in out with the other girl giving her the D last night? Oh my, that's specific. Zandra, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right, we got everybody does love the D.
Everybody loves the D.
I gotta say, D's pretty popular around here. If you have a choice between D and no D, the D usually wins. Cappy, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you as well. Let's see about the D possibilities here and what is going to happen with that waterfall tarot. I don't have a D, I don't have a D tarot card. I do not. There are some tarot decks that do have actual D in them, but this doesn't seem to be the one. Coyote, what is going on? Tammy, Paula, Andrew, I got you know. Thanks for writing me. I appreciate that. I went and listened to a couple of songs. And Nakona, Pisces, KSW, and Crystal. Everybody's here tonight. Everybody is here tonight. Okay. Was in out with the other girl. I think that's basically it. Is in running around with somebody new? Are they having a little bit of excitement going on over there? We need to see that. I do think that they were running around indeed. I do think that they were running around and enjoying themselves and getting out and about. Lady and Sheila, welcome. What's going on? The Queen of Cups. It says they emotionally just needed a break. They needed to get out there. They need to get out of the house and explore some things and see where the D goes, because sometimes the D just hits that, Crystal, thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. High Priestess Revert says, I don't really think that they're trying to keep it a secret anymore. They're just like, I'm just going to go. I'm going to do my own thing. And just do all of that. So the High Priestess, that level of control and all of that. YouTube User, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. The D is the Tower. It could be. In the thought, the D is the devil, though. The D is literally the devil. Literally the devil. And the high priestess reverse again says, I don't really think they're hiding anything, but did they go out? The fool says, yes, they went out and had a good time. They went out and had a good time because the Nine of Pentacles is sort of the result of, I've been working towards this. I deserve this. This is something that I want to get out and do on my own. This is something that I want to, sort of try out and just do all of the good stuff in there. So D or no D, it looks like somebody went out and had a little bit of fun, which is what you want to do on the weekend. You definitely want to do a little fun thing on the weekend, right? Zandra, what are the X's feelings for me? Let's check that out by using let's use another deck. What about some light seers? Some lights. No, it's a weekend. It's the weekend. Let's use something we don't normally use. Let's use the wildwood. The wildwood. The wildwood gets it going. That gets my engine started. The wildwood just does it. Christina, welcome. What is going on? Yeah. Oh, Wolf joined. Wolf is here indeed. We got the wolf. We got the whole family here now. We got everybody here now. That's what we got. Wolf, how is Tosh doing? What is going on over there in the sunshiny area of the world? The sunshiny area of the world, because Wolf, it is going to be 35 degrees here on Tuesday night in Texas. In Texas, it's going to be 35 degrees. YouTube, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. We need a little bit of heat. I need a beautiful sunshiny day to where I can get a little bit of warmth up here because this is getting ridiculous. All right. What are the X's current feelings towards me? Five of Stones. It's like they gave up a little bit, a little bit of giving up. Maddie, welcome to the stream. Boo Boo is here. Sarah, thank you for your donation. Lola, what is going on? The Five of Stones is a little bit of a disappointment. It just is. It feels like that things didn't quite work out in the initial volley that we had, right? We needed it to. It didn't. There was a lot of things that we can't get control over during that process, right? But balance says, if we sort of figure things out from a different perspective, it may be possible for that. They do still have feelings for you. You do have the Two of Arrows. This is one of those things, even though we're broken up, we still have feelings. We still have that memory. I think the memory was pretty powerful. You did have some interesting things together. You had a powerful moments together. I don't think you can just flush that down the toilet. It just feels like that we need another opportunity, or this sort of need, sort of maybe later in the future can have something like that. The Two of Arrows is between the two worlds, right? The challenge, the Two of Stones. Maddie, thanks for your donation. I appreciate that. The Two of Stones, the challenge that we do have here is if we're going to sort of get back together, number one, it's going to be farther out in time. It's not like we can do it just right now. And we definitely need to come up with a different solution because what we had was nice, but it just didn't work. It literally not only didn't work, but it's just like, ouch, this is not something that is just acceptable. It's not something that is viable in the long term. So need to come up from a completely different perspective. I don't think if you just got it and restored it the way it was, it would work. I don't think that's going to happen at all. It is going to happen at all. Cappy says the Aquarius is going to pursue me again. Will they pursue me or won't they pursue me? Okay, since we're doing different decks, because it is the weekend, it is Sunday. We're going with the Oz Tarot here. I'm not saying this is a good deck. I'm saying that it was just barely acceptable for me. The one I was really excited about was the Titanic Tarot, but then once I got it in my hands, it was horrifically disappointing just because the majors all look the same. And, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. Sure, the majors can look the same. We could do that. But I mean, we need to put some inventiveness. We need to put some sort of character or put our own style into the minors, right? We don't really want the minors all just to look exactly alike. Anyway, okay. But you know what I'm going. I'm picky. Aquarius is going to pursue me again or not. Devil, Hanged Man, Hierophant, and the Ten of Swords. I mean, this is definitely a no. I mean, if we had the thumbs down, this is going to be a thumbs down. Number one, right? Zandra, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Number one, the devil next to the Hanged Man. The devil has sort of caused us, the temptation has sort of caused us to look at this entire thing from a different view than what we would normally do, right? That Hanged Man, we're looking at it from a different view, but the devil taints the view that we're looking at. It taints that inclination towards the enlightenment, because we are enlightened with the Hangman. We have the aura, we have the glow about the head, and this just seems to not be happening. It seems to not be happening because it's tainted, right? Basically, it's tainted. So what we had seems tainted. The rose-colored glasses are off. They've been thrown into the trash. We've put them into the garbage disposal, and now we're back to sort of the Hierophant. You know what I mean? If I'm going to pursue this person, if I'm going to reach out and do that, this looks really bad for me. It looks really bad for me. It looks good for them, but it looks bad for me, kind of thing. The Ten of Swords as well. So this is not something I'm going to do. It's just not something I'm going to do, not something that I'm going to chase down, that I'm going to do that. The Ten of Swords is obviously an ending card. Right? It's an ending card. But one of the valuable things about this is called, I mean, sometimes you can look at this as overkill. So, yeah, we don't want to do this. We want to do that or that. But that, you know, oh, man, that is, that's one of those things. It's one of those things. You know, I'm just going to give it a thumbs down for now. Now we got Crystal Generala reading. Sweet Pea, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Get a little bit of crystal. A little bit of crystal reading in there. And again, we're going through the decks we don't normally use. We're getting out of our comfort zone. We're throwing down. We're throwing down the real stuff right now. You know? Christina likes this deck. I don't have it myself. Nope. Christina borrows my cards. All right, let's do a Generala. Man, I love this deck. This is one of my mainstay decks. This is one of the decks that I use all the time back when I first started, right? I had first started, I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing. You know, let's just blow it out. And, you know, this is what I did. This is what I did. All right, a general reading for Crystal. I think that there is a level of disappointment with a couple of things that you're chasing. Like if I chase this strong, if I chase this firmly, there's going to be a level of disappointment within that realm. The trick is, instead of chasing it, is let it go and let it ride out itself. And sort of be a spectator, be sort of in the moment and understand where to do and where to make decisions. Because I think if you try to force it, it just doesn't work. Lord of Defeat, right? Forcing it is not valuable. It doesn't get you where you need to be. Relaxing, let things pan out for themselves, I think is going to be your key here. One of the other things as well is to know who your friends are, know who your people you can't trust are, because I think that sometimes gets involved and I think that gets embroiled in this confusing soup sometimes. Boo Boo, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. I think it just gets into this soup of, I don't really know who to lean on. I don't really know who to not trust. And if you figure that out, that's going to be valuable for you in the future, because I think that you're in a situation soon where you do need to make these decisions. Basically, you do need to figure out who is going to be on your side and who is going to be valuable to sort of where you're going and what you're doing. Because I don't think that everybody is as they seem. I think there is some deception across that, right? You do have that Queen of Swords feel where there may be some deception, maybe some things happening in the background. One of the big factors too is to make sure that you're looking out for opportunities. I would say, especially in the next month, look out for opportunities. I think that you have some coming, but you definitely need to be on the search and on the scan for said opportunities as well, and then that would go well. All right, we got YouTube users got questions with a snake. Okay, YouTube user, let's see about your question with the snake. I need help with understanding connection with animals. Restless all night, and I could tell he was out giving somebody the D. He can't hide things from me. Okay. All right. You want to, well, I don't know. You want help understanding the connection. Okay. We'll do an understanding a connection. We'll do an understanding a connection. Oh man, what do I want to do? Oh, we're doing the decks we don't normally do tonight. This is the decks unknown, the decks that we never see. And that is going to be valuable tonight. That is going to be valuable tonight indeed. Let's try that. See about the connection. See how this is going to go. The Page of Cups. Okay. All right. So the person, okay. So N clearly has the advantage here. N has the advantage here. You're not really going to get an upper hand with this particular person. I think that they have an advantage. They know that you still got feelings. They know how that goes. They know that they can manipulate you if they want you to, right? And I think that they have been abusing that. They have been. I think that they do have a basically a strong connection to you, but I don't think that they've used that well. Right? Because, okay, so I can have a strong connection to anybody, right? Rose, welcome to the stream. Love apples. What is going on? D, what is going on? I can have a good connection with somebody, but if I don't really use that to our advantage, right? Then it's kind of a wasted connection. Basically, it's just kind of a wasted connection there. One of the key things here is let the connection exist without trying to force it in a particular direction. Okay, YouTube users, let me explain. Witch Doctor, thank you for your donation, and Rita as well. If I have a connection with somebody, I don't really want to force it in a particular direction, try to shove it in a particular direction. Instead, just to have the connection. Understand that the connection is there without having expectations for where we want to go with it. Does that make sense? So yeah, you do have feelings for this person. Yeah, they are moving on. You need to move on as well. Let the connection exist, but don't try to force it into this relationship, because I don't think that works. I just don't think that works overall, right? Anyway, all right, what will happen is in our future connection when I confront him and tell him F off, and I'm blocking him, and I'm done with this. All right, let's go for, again, we're using decks of the unknown territory, the ones that we really don't use a lot and whatever. This is the Hush Tarot. Now, I got to say, Christina fell in love with this thing. She fell in love with the Hush Tarot. I've had it literally forever, since like the birth of time, but this is not a bad deck. I don't use it enough. I don't use it enough because priorities, I can only use so many decks a night. That's the way it goes. But yeah, okay. What is it if you confront them into the Queen of Swords? Is they already sort of know that they have the upper hand as far as the connection goes. I think, again, they haven't used the connection. I haven't used the connection to our advantage, okay? I've used it to my advantage, not to our advantage. So if I have a connection to somebody, I should be nice with that. I should be pleasant with that. I should break it off if I need to break it off. I shouldn't sort of drag things out in the direction that I want to go. But I think that's what they've done. That 7 means that they do have opportunities. You do have opportunities too. But it seems that you're still stuck with that connection. You're trying to figure out sort of how to navigate that. I think that's your biggest step now, is to realize that the connection's there. It's not going away, okay? I think that you have this fantasy that you're going to snap your fingers and it's going to go away. It's just not. Noel, you can get the Waterfall Tarot in 2 weeks after they print it. Link in the description. Go to my Etsy site and add my Etsy site to your favorites, and you'll get notified when I put new stuff up. So give me 2 weeks. The printer's still printing it. Anyway, you both have options. You both have things that you can do, people that you can chase. But again, let the connection just exist without trying to force it to break or trying to force it to renew, okay? It just seems like we're just trying to force things or something. It's the Empress, right? I'm trying to take command over this, and I'm trying to just break the connection. Or just let it be. Let the connection be. Just let it exist. Let it float. Let it go its own way. Let it be. It's like it's like a stray dog or something, right? The dog's doing just fine. Everybody's feeding it. It seems to be happy, but it's a stray dog. You don't need to force it into a home. It's happy. It's being fed quite well. You don't need to force it to stay away from. You know what I mean? Just let things be. Let the connection breathe. And that is going to be your key. That is going to be your key to let things breathe without trying to throw them in a particular direction. Anyway, hope that made sense. When will I get my next interview or job offer? Sarah wants to know. And we need to get a deck that we have not used in a long ass time. Oh no! Can we do that? Can we do it? Can we do this one? Can we do the echoes of nature? I think that we could do the echoes of nature. I mean, I'm just saying. We could do the echoes of failure. I mean, nature. And we're actually going to use this. We're actually going to use this. By the way, I'm reprinting this too. In case you want this, it's going to be reprinted eventually. Okay, once they get, they're taking their sweet ass time to get my waterfall tarot printed. But when they do, and I get that, okay. When will I get my next interview, job interview, and offer? I'm going to say it's going to be 70 days, basically. I think it's going to be 70 days is your big opportunity. That's when the door opens up, okay? Inspiration, feeling down. You have this thing. It's almost like that you have that inspiration, right? Where somebody has an offer for you. Somebody has some availability. You see something that you're excited about. You get excited. You get the inspiration. You want to chase the damn thing. It looks so amazing. You're like, yes, that is what I said. That is what I want over there that I just saw, that inspiration. And then the feeling down. Is like we apply for it. We try to get, it just doesn't work out. The root thing here is approaching success. It's a matter of just going through the motions, a matter of going through the cycles, because I don't think there's a magic formula to where you're just going to see it and get it. I think it's going through the cycles, going through the things, finding the people that match you, finding the people that are going to, hire you, that are going to be a good match, a good fit, because sometimes you do have opportunities and they look great, but if you were to do them, then all of a sudden they're going to work you like 80 hours a week, right? And put you on salary. There's not everything is great as it seems, is what it's kind of said. Just relax. Let the 70 days roll out. I think 70 days is your key. Big opportunities with approaching success. You're literally approaching this precipice of the big opportunity. Bottom line, you're approaching the precipice of the big opportunities, and it is going to be nice. You're going to find that match, the people that aren't going to work you to death, the people that are going to give you the opportunities, the people where you have upward mobility. Again, we're talking 70 days. We're talking 70 days. Anyway, Sarah, hopefully that helps. And we actually used the echoes of nature tonight. I know it's weird. Everybody's like jumping up and down. They're like, wait a minute, what the hell just happened here? I think I saw the echoes of nature. I wonder whose deck that is. I don't know. Okay, let's see what is going to happen. Now that we've used that. Oh my, what the hell is this? Oh, okay. All right. Again, we're doing the decks of the unknown. We're doing the decks of the unknown tonight. And for this, we need Maddie. We need to find the sign of the future BF. We need it. We need to find the sign of the future BF. Dev, what is going on? Thank you so much for your donation as well. I appreciate it. Oh, look at this. Look at this, Maddie. Look at that. Look at it. You got the lovers. You got the lovers. This is just magical. Is what this is. As well as the Two of Cups in the same damn reading. That's pretty important. That's pretty important. Now, we do have a little bit of a fiery card over here. That's fine. A little bit of the fiery card over here. I mean, you are looking at some of this defensive nature with this, right? Some of this defensive nature with this. So let's see. We got two of these looking great. We have strength. I mean, the bottom line is I'm going with Leo. You know why I'm going with Leo. Hint, I'm going with Leo. And I think that is going to be it. I think that you are going to end up with a Leo. How do you spot a Leo? The Leo mane is going to be very present and prevalent in this person that you're going to be with. Very present and prevalent. If you don't know what a Leo main is, you need to go out and read more. You need to go out and read more, okay? The Leo mane is just this marvelous hair that some Leos have, to where it's just this thing beyond beauty of their hair. Anyway, I think they have the true Leo mane, Maddie. I think that is it. That is it. That is going to be your best option, and that's going to be somebody that definitely is. You know, they know how to party. Leos know how to party. They're not shy at all. They're not shy at all. All right, we'll settle at the current area, Florida or somewhere else. That sounds like a throwdown to me.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
Let's go with a throwdown. Do some throwdown action. Throwdown action, because that's what we're here for. Everybody, I mean, come on, you come for the readings, but you stay for the throwdowns. Come on, give it up. You stay for the throwdowns. The area that you currently live is here. Florida is here. Florida's not locked down. I'm just saying, Florida's not damn bad right now. Florida's not bad right now. If I had to be locked out, if I had to be trapped somewhere, I wouldn't mind Florida at all. Okay, let's look. Let's evaluate what we got. Somewhere else is here. Florida is here, and that is looking good. That's looking real good. Where you currently live, not so much. You currently live, you feel alone. You feel like you don't have the support. You don't have a lot of the things that you need where you currently live. It feels like things are just a little tight over there. You're not giving you the room, not giving you the action that you need, not giving you all these good things that you need. Screw where you live, it's gone. I'm just saying, that's just awful. Florida looks really good. Florida looks really good. It looks like it has a little bit of the adventurous style. It looks like that it's easy to get into. It's easy to move to. You have a lot of options. Where you go, you have a lot of cool things. It's like you're just going to land there, and there's so much cool things to do. There's so many just awesome things to do. You got a lot of interesting things, interesting place to be. I'm just saying that Florida looks fan-frickin-tastic. Somewhere else, the problem is somewhere else is a lot of stuff, is a lot of territory. Where else are you going to go? I think that you want Florida, because somewhere else looks like it's too broad. It looks like there's too many options. It looks like you're just going to get cornered in there. You're just going to be, hey, I don't really know where I'm going to go. I don't really know where I'm going to go. But I'm saying that Florida wins by a mile. By a mile. It is going to be one of the most epic moves, Nakona, that you've ever done. Florida is it. When will they contact me to reconcile? Because I don't know. I need them to contact me right now to reconcile. Bottom line. Let's see when they're going to do that for Zandra. Again, we're using the decks of the unknown. The decks that we don't use a lot, the decks that we may be getting rid of, we're just going to use it today. We're going to use the Hobbit Tarot. That is going to be one of the important tarots right now. That's going to be one of the keys, okay? All right. Let's see how that goes. I mean, if he will contact me to reconcile. 10 of coins, moon, and the 6 of cups. Looking pretty good for reconciliation. I'll be honest with you now. That queen of coins, that 10 of coins. We need the stability back. We've lost a lot of the beef. We've lost a lot of the meat in the stability. And that's sort of where, where you want to get back. Because that queen of coins is sort of the master of trying to get things back, trying to sweep up the danger, trying to sweep up the things that we've had problems with before, because that's just how it goes, right? That's just how it goes sometimes. That queen is trying to sweep up the mess. And if you're looking for when, okay, I'm going to look for probably like November. I think there's some sweet time period between then and here. There's some sweet time period in between that. But the 10 of coins says, yes, it is definitely on the list. Reconciliation does look good. It looks like it's going to be something we can do. The moon is, the connection's still kind of there. I mean, it never kind of went away. And that's what the moon is. We have that connection between the two worlds. Not only that, but it is a very emotional, a very satisfying card as well, right? But it's also a cycles card. I want to get back to normal. I want to get back to a state where we like that. And again, the Six of Cups is a reuniting kind of feel. When two people come together, again, I think looking good, looking at November. This is the Hobbit Tarot, in case anybody wants to know. I did trim it. So if you're looking for, if you're looking for a Hobbit Tarot like that, you're going to have to trim that your own self. You're going to have to trim that your own self. What else we got this new we don't use yet? Oh, man. It has been a hot minute since we have used this one. This is one of those collaborative decks, and I love it. I love this collaborative deck. I don't know. It's so freaking big that I'm just kind of easing up on using this every day. But yeah, again, there's only so many tarot decks that I can throw down. I can only throw down so many tarot decks. You know what I mean? That's one of those things. All right. Some characteristics of the next BF. And let's get it done. What do we got? We got the Ten of Wands. Oh, man, carrying the weight of the world literally on their shoulders. The weight of the world is on their shoulders. It feels like a lot of stuff that they need to be doing. They don't have time. A lot of stuff that they've sort of guilting themselves over, they just don't do. This is what you see with your next boyfriend, is sort of guilting themselves a little too much. I need opportunities to do this, but I just don't have them. Is that going to be something that's my fault? No, it's something that's more scheduling. It's more of a feel, right? It's sort of a feel there. But the Ten of Wands says, I carry that weight a little too much. I need to relax. I need to ease up with that. That's where you get the Four of Cups as well, right? I'm taking on things that I don't like, and I'm taking them on because I feel like I should. It's almost like this person has a very dutiful personality where they need to be dutiful. I mean, need to be dutiful. They need to be, they need to have a duty. They need to have responsibility. If somebody gives them that, they're like, yes, I can do that. I'm going to do that for you because I have that responsibility. And that's sort of the feel of this particular person. The Sun says overall, they really bring their personality out. It's almost impossible for them to not know what this person is thinking, because they just shine that sunlight. They shine the way that they need to, right? But they do have that personality that everybody, when they walk in the room, everybody knows that they have arrived. Overall, the Two of Wands says they're hard to keep a hold of, though, because of that dynamic personality, because everybody sort of sees them in the room and they know. It's almost like people know them, even though they don't know them. It's kind of hard to sort of rope this person down because, I mean, they're fun to be around. They do have that, but there's a lot of people that love to be around them as well, if you know what I mean. Anyway, all right, well, they find the missing guy in the area this year. Oh, no, somebody's missing? Sweet Pea, did you kidnap somebody? Did you kidnap somebody? What is going on over there? Sweet Pea? All right, let's see. We're doing Decks of the Unknown tonight. And I have no idea what this deck even is. I think, who gave this to me? Oh man, who did give this to me? I don't even know what this is. I think, what is this? The Zombie Tarot. Oh, okay. Christina gave me this one. We're doing the Zombie Tarot. It's not Halloween, but I think that some zombies would be nice. Would be fantastic tonight. Would be really, really well. And you know what I mean? Those Zombie Tarot, I have not used this in a long time, that's for sure. By the way, we got 32 decks. We got 32 decks coming in the next 6 months. So that's a lot. Unfortunately, okay, can we have a chat? Unfortunately, my stupid mailman has lost 5 packages of mine so far. And I'm frantically rerouting all of my tarot decks somewhere else that are coming because he just loses everything. I don't know what's happening. I'm losing packages left and right. So I'm trying to reroute everything as fast as humanly possible so it doesn't vanish into the ether. Anyway, Zombie tarot, because this dude could be a zombie at this point. I don't know. Will they find the missing guy? 9 of Cups, Queen of Wands, Ace of Cups, and the Page of Wands. I don't think that they have the resources in order to get it done. It's like they just don't have it. They just don't have the resources to get it done. And the Page of Wands says that. I want the fiery action. I do. I want the fiery action, okay? But I just don't have the skills. I just don't have the ability to find this particular person, okay? And the Ace of Cups as well. It's almost like that they never really started. They never really just went all out on finding this particular person. Now, I think the person's actually okay. I mean, I don't think that I think that they're missing, but they're actually okay. I think the 9 of Cups says they're in a good place. It's not like a death card. It's not like what it was. What's a formal death card? One of the cards is like a really formal death card. I gotta go reread. But anyway, 9 of Cups says they are in a good place. So I think they're doing okay. Just with the Queen of Wands, they are in command of this. So I think that they're not exactly missing. You know, this is just what the cards say. I think that they're in a good place. That 9 of Cups, the Queen of Wands. I think everything is going to be okay with this particular person, but it is going to be sort of challenging to find him. It's challenging to find him. How is your mailman not fired yet? Because he works for the government. Because he works for the government. All right. It's not 5 decks. It's 5 packages. Okay. So he lost Christina's deck. He lost another deck that I had, and he lost a game that I ordered. So it was 3. And now we got 2 more. Now he lost another game, and he lost my skincare thing that I do. Because I got like a skincare thing, so I don't look old. Because I'm old, I don't want to look old. I don't want veiny hands like on my face and stuff, you know. Anyway, so yeah, he lost 5 freaking packages. And he works for the government, so he probably got a raise. They probably gave him a raise and said, I mean, come on, high five. You're doing great. You're doing fantastic. Yeah. So welcome to Texas. Okay. All right. That's enough. Now that's enough of the old decks. Let's do the current decks. Let's do the current decks. Okay. So Boo Boo had a hiccup with her trip, and Boo Boo, actually, I was correct about the hiccup. So Boo Boo had a hiccup with her trip, and we want to know if it's going to be successful coming back. We need to know how successful is going to be coming back. So hopefully we don't have another hiccup. Hopefully that I just throw down the cards and it's magically works. It's magic. It just works, right? Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to the, yeah. So yeah, I'm rerouting all of my decks to somewhere else, basically, that they won't be an epic failure. And I can actually receive my tarot decks because, yeah, if you keep losing my stuff, I'm going to lose it. Okay. All right. Yeah, especially tarot decks. No. You don't need to be losing my tarot decks. Okay. Trip back home, how's it going to be? 4 of Cups, Knight of Wands, 5 of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. I don't really think you want to come home. It feels like that home is not going to be somewhere you want to go. It may not be somewhere that you want to go. It may not be somewhere that you want to go. Oh, you want Thoth? What are you thinking? Like, why do you want the Thoth? You hate the Thoth. I got this one. You changing your mind? Are you like approaching the Thoth now? Are you thinking, hey, I love me some Thoth? Because I think this one looks better. Anyway, I'm going to continue on the reading. All right. Okay, the 4 of Cups. It's almost like you don't want to come home. I think you're having a pretty good time on the trip, honestly. I think that you were going to have a pretty good time on the trip. I don't think it was as bad. You did have a couple of hiccups coming in and whatnot, but I think it was, once you got there, I think you were nice. That's one of the factors here that you have is I think that you have this moment where you need some change. You need some change. I don't think the day-to-day activities that you've been doing really sort of soothe you anymore. You need a vacation, quite frankly. You just do it. You need a vacation. And I think this is it. Go get drunk. Go out on a date. Go do something wild. And don't be in a corner where you just feel like you're trapped, because I think that's where you feel. I think you feel trapped. You feel like I do the same damn things every day. I'm not having a lot of things. The Five of Swords, I really need to get out. I think this was your opportunity. And I think that you have a great trip home. The Queen of Pentacles, right? The Queen of Pentacles is stable. We have a flying bunny, a flying trip home. I think it becomes nice. I think it's something that you enjoy coming back to. But yeah, I don't think you want to come back in some ways, though, right? Knight of Wands, you have a nice trip home. You have a nice flying bunny over here. You know, coming back to the grind, you're like, nah, I don't know, you know? And yeah, you're in a hotel. You don't got to make the bed. Somebody makes it for you. You don't got to wash clothes. Somebody washes it for you. I love vacations. It's hard to come back. It really is. You know what I mean? Rita had $2. We'll do 2 1-card readings, I guess. Oh, I guess we'll do 1 2-card reading. How does the Taurus feel about me? Rita wants to know. Rita wants to know, and we will use some love tarots. Use a little bit of love tarots, right? Gonna get that modern love in there. Because, you know, nobody likes the old style love. People want the modern love. People want that. They need the modern love. They need the action. They need all of the good stuff. Yeah. Wolf says, go find that man. Go find the man, because
Everybody loves the D.
go find get that vacation, get the vacation action going, you know? Anyway, how does the Taurus feel about me? Justice, Chariot, 9 of Cups in the Sun. They like you. They like you. YouTube, use a thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. They like you. Okay, here's one of the things about this, Rita. They don't like every aspect of you. I think that they have certain favorite things that they like. They have certain favorite behaviors. They have certain things that they enjoy, about you. So I do think that they do have a lot of good things that they think about you. The Sun with the 9 of Cups is such a freaking good combo. This is just pure win. It is pure win at the end of this, right? Chariot says, I am willing to chase you a little bit. That's okay. We can chase a little bit. We can get the movement on. We can get a little bit of the fire action going. But it just feels like that we need to take it easy sometimes. We need to hold back. We need to sort of evaluate where this is going to go before we just sort of dive all in, right? Why do I say that? Because of justice, okay? This card says we need to balance things out. It's almost like a little therapy session happening here. We need to balance things out. We need to relax. We need to approach things from a perspective that's going to work rather than just diving into it, right? Midnight Meditations hosting Charisma. Thank you so much. Midnight Charisma has been posting their questions. So Charisma, I will get you in. Yeah, basically, they like you, okay? The good stuff. The sun illuminates the rest of the spread. It just does. The 9 of Cups, such a wonderful, beautiful, emotional card. You have it all here. You have it all here. But do I want to dive full in immediately? No. Let's approach it a little bit from a more relaxed state. Speaking of relaxed, if you like hanging out with me and relaxing, hit that like and sub button. It lets people know that this stream is awesome. And if you think it's awesome, hit those buttons and more people will come in and enjoy with it. We can make more friends. We can rock it. I mean, it's just a party at this point. It's just nothing but a party at this point. Let's face it, okay? Anyway, new opportunities. Well, let's do the Bright Future Tarot, because I'm saying this tarot deck's pretty nice. I like it. I like it a lot. And it is the bright future indeed. And Witch Doctor, this is what you need. It's what you need It is what you need. You need a bright future right now because there may be indeed new opportunities coming for you. And we don't read all upside down, so we got to flip a little bit. Justice is back as the first card. What the hell's going on? It's a Justice Night. I mean, we can do that. I can play that. That's fine. It is a Justice Night. We're going to have justice in every reading, apparently. Okay. New opportunities. Four of Swords is a delay with the opportunity. Judgment and Justice, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you do have a work opportunity. You do have a money-making opportunity headed your way. That's what we're pointing here, right? I think it's almost like that you lost something before. All right, now hang on to me. You lost something before. It didn't work. Or it didn't work out, or it was something that wasn't pursuable, and it comes back, basically, okay? So justice says things balance out, but this is something that you've encountered before. It's not something fresh. This is an opportunity that you've had before, an opportunity that maybe you failed before, an opportunity that arose before, but you just couldn't catch. You just couldn't catch it. It's almost like that it was very just slippery. You know what I mean? It was like slippery. Like maybe this is something that wasn't possible at the time, but now it is. Now, why do we say that? Because of the Four of Swords, all right? And Four of Swords is a delay card, a planning card. It's almost like the thing has been pulled back and sort of gestated in the background a little bit. A little bit of that gestation has happened, or things may be in a better place to now where you can grab it and chase it, Witch Doctor. That's the important point here, because Knight of Pentacles says that you are able to catch it this time. You're on the horse. You're able to move. You're able to get that action. And the opportunity is literally represented by this card here, Judgment. Judgment happens. Judgment is where you just explode. It's the rebirth, the reincarnation, the action, the excitement, the adventure. It's happening to you. Witch Doctor, it's happening. Previously unattainable, but now it works. Okay? Now it works. Hang on to which part of you.
Everybody loves the D.
You got to get a good grip, though. General guidance. Dev wants to know. Dev. Welcome to the stream. Dev, have you seen the money trick? I have money now for the money trick. And now we're able to do the money trick once more, because I went to the bank. The lovely, wonderful, beautiful Christina took me to the bank, and now I have money, because here's what happened. Okay, let me tell you what happened. Here's what happened. I went to buy some tarot decks, and all I had was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I didn't have any money. You know how it happens. I just didn't have the money that I needed to get the tarot decks. Okay, so went to the bank, and then once I was at the bank, I was able to go to the ATM and get money, and that's important here because now I have $100. I mean, you got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Now you got money. And that's what, at the end of the day, you just need money. You just need money to buy tarot decks, because you watch the news, you watch my news, and you know that there are so many tarot decks that everybody wants, and you need them, and you just need them. And to get them, you need the cash. Okay, general guidance for Deb. Let's go to the Tarot Tower. Oh no, let's go to the Tarot frickin' Tower. Go to the Tarot Tower and grab, what do we want? We want a Gregory Scott. We want a Gregory Scott Tarot for this one. Let's see how that goes. There it is. There it is. There it is. All right. Yeah, the money trick. See, Midnight Meditations knows his emotes. Knows his emote. Is it emote or emote? I think it's emote. Knows his emotes. All right, grab you by the stem. Could be. It could be. I mean, when you get flowers and you don't have a vase, it's one of those actions there. One of the actions there where you just don't have a vase, but you have flowers. Okay. General guidance. Page of Swords. Your communication as you've laid it out doesn't work. I think that you need to, I guess, figure out how to better communicate, how to better approach some of the factors that you've been doing, some of the people that you've been doing as well. I don't think that's really going to work out long term. You do need to reevaluate how you are approaching communication, okay? Page of Swords is a good card, but it is a page, sort of the inexperience. But if you watch my videos, you know, the Page of Swords is able to accommodate and adjust to everything. Just because you can adjust to different situations doesn't mean that's where you want to approach it from. A more planning stage, a better approach is going to be just overall superior strategy for you to, as far as your communication goes. We say that because the Queen of Swords. I think that you have somebody that's a pain in your ass right now. Think that you need to figure out what to do with this particular person. I don't think they're going away anytime soon. I think that they are just going to be a pain in the ass forever. You just need to figure out, and not really how to deal with them, but how to navigate around them to minimize or maybe your interactions, or to figure out, you know, how you want to approach that in the long run. Because the Queen of Swords says the person isn't going away anytime soon, and they have hanged people in the background. That's not good at all. The Ten of Wands is having too much on your shoulders, carrying too much, having too much responsibility, taking on a little bit too much. And that happens sometimes, right? Death, it happens. We take on too much responsibility, or we try to be that everything to everybody. I just don't think it works. I think you need to sort of prioritize some things instead of tackling them all at once. What is going to be your main priority? You need to triage, because if you try to do everything at once, if you try to take on all of this at once, I don't think it's going to be good for your posture, and it's going to hurt your back. Basically, Nine of Pentacles says you got a good thing going, though. Don't try to just sacrifice everything and be a different person, or be someplace different, or be a different type of approach to everything. I think your approach works to most things. It's a matter of tweaking this and that, and you're going to have a little better advantage, or you have a little better vantage point even to where you want to be in the future. So that is what we are talking about. That reading rocked. Give it up. That reading rocked. That was a good reading. That was a very specific reading. Should I move on with AH or AN? Both Pisces, FY, me and him also Pisces caught in the fish market. Okay. AN or AH? We'll do a mini throwdown here. A mini throwdown. We're using the Anna-K. Okay. AH is up here. And AN is going to be down here. I mean, it's going to be down there. AH. All right, YouTube user, what do you think about AH? The Page of Cups. Wow, that's going to be a pain. The Four of Cups. Okay. Your biggest problem with AH is going to be on an emotional connection. I don't think it's there. I just don't think it works. I don't think it's there. I don't think it's something that is going to swim. Okay? I don't think that it's something that is going to swim. And that's a problem. It's a problem because you need the emotional connection. Pisces, a hell of a lot of Pisces here. You're not going to really have it with AH. Okay? Bottom line. Not going to have it. That Page of Cups, they don't really know what they're doing. The Four of Cups, this is not something you want. You're rejecting it. Even though you have a lot of good things around you, you end up just rejecting it. Bottom line, AH doesn't work out. And AN is a lot better. It is. This is one of the things, the connections where you have the upper hand, where it feels like you have that perspective that is really going to sort of wrap up the relationship and wrap up the connection to where you have a little better handle on things instead of people just sort of dragging you here and there. Okay. And that Seven of Cups as well. They bring in a lot of cool stuff. You're just like, all of a sudden your world is just expanded by AN. AN wins. I mean, AN clearly wins. And that is what you want. Hosting Charisma. Charisma has been patient for a long time. Charisma comes in here quite a bit. Charisma, thank you for coming here all the time and hanging out with us. Anyway, let's do Charisma. Let's get a good Gilded Tarot Royale, get a good shuffle in here, and get Charisma a nice spiritual reading. You know what I mean? Is someone coming over to help me? What I need? What do you need? With? Yeah, you need help with. Is somebody going to help you out? Somebody can help you out. Let's get a little spiritual reading going here and see how that goes. Because That's a lot of times that is all you need is somebody just to help you out. You know what I mean? You get caught in a corner, you get stuck doing this and stuck doing that. And if you just had a little bit more, that would be fantastic. Okay. Yeah. Oh, man. Let's see what we got going on with this action here. I mean, the Seven of Wands says the problem is, or sort of what you're facing is a rejection of a lot of things. I think that you're being presented some stuff and it doesn't sort of fit where you think it should fit. You know what I mean? Hold on. It doesn't fit where it should, or it doesn't get into a place that it should. And then I think you just kind of throw it out. You're just like, well, I don't know. I mean, maybe not. But that rejection, that Seven of Wands, that defensive nature, and that's part of charisma. That's part of expanding on a spirituality. That's part of expanding on where you're at, expanding your mind, expanding your chances, expanding your opportunities, is to be really open. And I think that's one of the things you got to work on. Seven of Cups says you just got too many damn things going. You have too many things going at once. You're trying to do this. You're trying to grab that. You're trying to do too many things grasping at once. And you have all these beautiful opportunities. I'm not saying it's bad. That's fantastic. I'm just saying you got to pick one and focus on it for your path. You need to pick the one that makes the most sense for you. I'm not saying any of them are bad, but you need to find out what fits charisma. What fits charisma and what doesn't, okay? Because there's some great things in life, like chess, right? I don't like chess anymore. I used to love it. I don't like it anymore. I don't know why. I just don't like it anymore. It's a great game. It just doesn't fit me. That's what you need in your spiritual chase, is things that fit you, okay? And the star says that you already kind of know what it is. You already kind of know what it is or how it works or how you're sort of navigating through this. But the biggest problem here is which one should I chase and things like that. And if you just continue on, find the right fit, continue on, that's going to be a key factor for you. And that's really going to make the difference, because the star says you don't have a shortage of things to do. You don't have a shortage of things to chase. You don't have a shortage of expansion phases that are going to come. It's just a matter of going forth with that. And the Knight of Cups, right? This is an emotional thing. Don't approach it like a logical thing. You want it to be emotional. That is what spirituality is. It is exciting, emotional things that just excite you, that just make you just tingle inside as you sort of chase things. You'd be like, yes, this is freaking amazing. And that's what you need. Because there's a lot of things that you think are good, but you're just chasing them. You're just like, oh, this is really boring. Or this, this doesn't excite me. Being excited about something will keep you going. It will keep your level of interest up, and it will keep your level of chase up. And that's what you need. You don't need to stop chasing. You need to keep going. And that is your reading. A lot of people are talking about this deck. Yes, it's a Ciro Marchetti deck. The Gilded Tarot Royale is borderless, and it looks a hell of a lot better than the Gilded Tarot. This is a lot more detailed than the Gilded Tarot is, okay? So yeah, this is definitely Royale territory. Anyway, I think we're ending soon. We're ending now. We're ending right now. Where's my ending soon screen? Okay, there you go. We're ending now. This is it. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate that. We had a wild night tonight. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me for sure. We will see you tomorrow.